Hello fellow tankers, Space Bandit here with another episode of World of Tanks, and today we are back in Object.257 City Mammals Grind 2i7. So I'm gonna have a few more games for you guys in Object.257. This is just one of them from that grind, which I thought I would post separately because it is extremely epic, damaged blocked. This is probably the most damage I've ever blocked in any tank, believe it or not. This tank can take a beating. And on top of that, we're gonna take some time to talk about lake fill strategy. So me being top tier, I decided to go to the lake road. And lake road is probably the most important area of this map. Why? Because it's a central location, it gives vision across the map, as well as it provides you with shooting opportunities pretty much everywhere on the map, except for the city in the areas where the opposing tanks are covered. Now usually on this map you have some snipers that are sitting in H4 if you start on a south spawn, I mean. But this time around it seems like there's nothing there. So as you notice, I'm in a prime location to spot. I'm spotting this KV-5, I'm spotting the light tank that's in the city or close to the lake. And I'll also be spotting a bunch of tanks that are crossing and going into town, but no one is shooting at them. Now normally from here, well, not exactly where I am now, but a little bit further up where this tank destroyer sits at E4, there is a rock on the right side where you can just sit, and that will protect your tank from getting shot at. Although you have to be really careful when you play out of this position because you will always get shot at from some angle that you don't know where it's coming from. Regardless, me being top tier and having hell of a armor, I decided to, have a little bit of fun. I decided to come here into this location and see what happens. What do I got to lose, right? Besides, in a heavily armored vehicle, this is where I would go anyway. Anyway, so I was sitting there in one spot and people were shooting at me, couldn't penetrate me, but all of a sudden I got a couple of penetrating hits into me, so I decided to push this J Panther. Once I push him, then I have this position here, which is very powerful. Plus, I can use his wreck into my advantage, right? So we're gonna try to take him out of the game. Now, on Zippy's account, he doesn't have a lot of crew skills on this tank, so as you can see, I'm getting tracked here quite often. I don't have repair skill in this tank. I'm using basically crew perks to optimize gun performance, things like snapshot and smooth right. So that's what I'm doing. So yeah, that's going to be a little bit of a hindrance when it comes to playing this tank. Obviously, when you have repair skill, you wouldn't be losing as much health as I did here. But I did choose to stay in that one position there earlier because, like I said, tanks were shooting at me and not penetrating me. Now, take a look at the score now. We are losing this game miserably. I'm here in the center, spotting, drawing all the firepower from the opposition. Everyone's paying attention to me. Look at that, over 6,000 damage already. And yet, my tanks are falling like flies. Yes, guys, that seems to be sometimes the trend in some of my games. But anyway, regardless of what happens here, I still managed to do pretty decent. Although I was expecting my assisted damage to be a lot higher than it is here in this game. So we're gonna try to line up a shot at this Wheezy. We put a shell into him. And now my team is gonna be decimated anytime soon now. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna continue hiding behind this rock, using the J Panther on my left side to protect the back of my tank. And we're gonna try to get as much damage out of this game as possible. So this guy stops for me, thank you very much. We put the shell into him. Now, this Yak Tigger, I don't know, man. First of all, I don't know what the heck he's doing in the middle. Being a tank destroyer without a turret, guys, you should never go in a exposed area in the center. It's never a good idea, so he basically is gonna drown himself instead of fighting. And only light tank and myself remaining right now, but again, I have a good spot now. All they can see is my turret. So what I can do here is farm as much as I can. And that's the idea here. Look at this guy. He's not even gonna move. He's just gonna sit there in the open. He's gonna try to shoot at me. There's no way you can penetrate me, buddy. unless you load an HE shell. And none of these guys actually thought about this. What they should have done is load an HE shell, hit me in a turret, get me out of the game. I'm only at 134 HP, so I should be an easy kill if they splash me with HE. Anyway, I decided to switch to heat. I have trouble penetrating this 257. As you can see, the gun accuracy on 257 is not the greatest. It's a short-range fighter. Mid to long range, it's not usually that good. But anyway, we take out this guy. Now all of a sudden the T10 is kind of trying to push me. He bounces another shell off of me. We're gonna put one shell into him, and we're actually in a good position here to block his shot, but this medium tank comes around and pushes me slightly to the side, exposing my front glaciers, and T10 takes me out with his heat round. Although I cannot blame him because I was shooting heat at the end, so it is what it is. Anyway, let's take a look at the end plates now. So, crazy, epic loss. We managed to put up 5.2k damage. Look at the block damage. 10,620. Almost 11,000 blocked damage. That's the highest number I've ever got in any of the tanks. This tank is a beast when it comes to blocking shots. It's crazy good. And only class 2 for this game. So I don't know what the hell you have to do to get Mastery Ace Tanker in this, but I haven't been able to do so yet. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Go check out Kongai72 and Garadingi. That's it for now. Until next time, happy tanking, Space Bandit, checking out.